Has a traditional road to Major League Baseball because it is so difficult. So few people actually make it this far. But your story is absolutely incredible. You graduated Robinson High School in 2018. You were a second-round draft pick out of high school, which is amazing. Then you get to playing professional ball. You've had 3 surgeries plus. You've had shoulder surgery, you had knee surgery, you had Tommy John surgery. And also growing up, another thing I found pretty interesting about your story, you didn't play any like crazy select ball where you're traveling all over the country. You played whatever sports were in season. I love that about your story. Is there anything that you'd like to tell like all the little boys that may be watching or young men that are growing up in Central Texas in towns just like yours, like Robinson High School, to be able to have had your story and then make it all the way to the big show?
Yeah, I think that one, it's a story of perseverance, really. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but it's tough. This game is tough and it beats you down. So, I think that the most important piece of it, especially as a young adult and a young kid, is giving yourself time to miss it, giving yourself time to enjoy other things, and it's not everything. There has to be an identity outside of baseball, outside of sports, you develop for yourself, and then take that and use that to be who you are on the field, whatever field it may be. It was really important for me growing up. My dad made it really important that I played everything. I played football, I played baseball, I played basketball, ran track, did all these different things that allowed my body to adapt and to be the best athlete that I could whenever the time came for me to choose a singular sport. And, being from a small town, we thought that, and really I thought that it was extremely important to contribute in any way that I could athletically to the school. So I played everything until one became a little bit more important than all the rest. And for me, it was baseball, and that time was after my junior year. But for some people, it may be different. But generally, I think that in the grand scheme of things, that you got to give yourself time to enjoy summers. You got to give yourself time to enjoy other sports and figure out what you like or dislike. And don't let all the sport that all your other friends are playing dictate the sport that you love the most. And I know that like Central Texas especially is really big into baseball, and I know it was whenever I was a kid, but I played football as well and really enjoyed it. And I look back all the time now, and as I think it worked out that I quit football after my junior year, I look back now and really wish I would have played my senior year, because once you're done, you're done. You can't get those years back. It's tough having to hang them up and look back and not being able to ever do it again. So I would just say, more than anything, soak up the time that you have, doing the things that you enjoy to do, especially in the summer times, because if you do choose baseball, the summers are gone. But yeah, soak up all the sports that you can and all the time with your friends that you can playing those sports, because when they're gone, they're gone.
That's true. They go by so quickly. Last question for you. Any idea what the future holds?
Everybody talks about getting to the big leagues. That's the goal. That was the goal my entire life. And as I've realized that goal now, the next step to that is staying here. So that's my focus. That's my directive. That's what everything that I do and will do in the future will be directed towards, is staying in the big leagues and hopefully working my way back into the first inning. But if not, then I'm going to give the Pittsburgh Pirates or any other team that I ever played for throughout the rest of my career the best that I have for the role that they put me in. And it's not always what you think it's going to be whenever you get to realize your dreams, but that doesn't mean that it's not better. And this has been an unbelievable opportunity, and there's not anything I would do to trade it at all.
If your debut is any indication, looks like you've got a bright future in Major League Baseball. Braxton Ashcraft, we are all cheering you on from Central Texas. It has been so much fun to see the success that you've already had in a short period of time. Best of luck to you. Thanks so much for spending some time with us and some wise words of wisdom for not only players but parents out there today. Best of luck to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Billy.
We'll be right back.